Hi, hello and welcome to Cinema Express. I am Narayani.
I'm Jayabhuvaneshwari.
And today we are going to react to the trailer of Raayan starring Dhanush in the lead role. He's also directing the film.
Let's go.
ராயா காட்டிலே ஆபத்தான மிருகம் எது தெரியுமா?
சிங்கம் தான்.
காட்டிலே ஸ்ட்ரென்த்தான மிருகம் சிங்கம் புலிலாம் தான். ஆனால் ஆபத்தான மிருகம் ஓநாய். ஒத்தைக்கு ஒத்த நின்னா சிங்கம் ஓநாயை அடிச்சிடும். ஆனால் ஓநாய் பயங்கர தந்திரவாதி. கூட்டமாக சுற்று போட்டு ஸ்கெட்சு போட்டு சிங்கத்தை அழிச்சிரும்.
அவன் பெரிய ஆம்பளை தைரியசாலி, அவன் இங்க வந்து போட சொல்லு.
ஏய் மாதிரி வருவான், இறங்கி செய்வான்.
ராயா போய் என்ன சொன்ன? அப்புன்னு கேஸை வாபஸ் வாங்கிட்டான்.
கெஞ்சி கேட்டேன் சார்.
உசிரே நீதானே நீதானே நடலாவும் கூடாதானே.
I saw a few of your expressions while watching the trailer. First impressions, what did you think?
So, first impressions, I completely feel this is an out and out Dhanush entertainer, Dhanush actioner. But I was just first of all, while watching the whole thing, I was just like, where are the women? Like, where are these women that we were introduced before the trailer came out? We were told that the film will have Dushara, Vijayan, Aparna, Balamurli, Varalakshmi, Sharat Kumar, and all of these women, but we don't see them even like for
Passing glimpse.
Yeah,
we only see Dushara.
Exactly, and we don't see the other women also. And we don't know what kind of role they're going to play. I mean, it's too early to judge, but I'm still disappointed that we didn't even get a glimpse of what the character that they might be playing, or even what just a small essence of it. Even then we don't get that.
Maybe Varalakshmi's character is purposefully kept under wraps. Maybe there's a mystery surrounding it, so that we have to wait. For me, I was one thing is, this is Dhanush's 50th film. Correct. And it's his sophomore directorial, so all eyes are on Dhanush mainly.
Yeah.
And in the trailer, I liked how his introduction comes well into the film. Like Selvaraganan is talking to the younger version of Dhanush, not Dhanush himself.
Right.
Right. And it only comes in the half of the trailer we see Dhanush, and it's not a very heroic kind of thing, but there's a nice build-up about the whole, Onai and Singam, the lion, and I think Onai means wolf or fox, I'm not too sure. So I like that. I like the build-up to when we actually see Dhanush, and I liked how throughout the trailer, Dhanush has one dialogue in the police station.
Yeah.
He says, I just requested them to drop it.
Yeah.
And that is interesting because there's some kind of mysterious charm surrounding Dhanush's character, and I want to know more about that.
I also feel like what do you suggest? It's not just an actioner. There are going to be much more of deeper emotional elements into the story, because we see some really good shots that can evoke a lot of emotions, especially towards the last
that last frame about, that when the kids are walking on I think the three brothers are walking on some dark black hill, and then that Adangada Assurance, that one line is playing in the background. It just reminded me of Maman, and where Badivelu goes on top of the hill and starts crying, thinking of his situation.
What a vivid imagery.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. I mean, it's just instantly reminding me of some kind of deep emotion. That's what I'm not. Of course, it won't be the same. It's going to be completely different. But I'm just reminded of a very deep emotion. And yeah, there's something familial. Like there's got to be some kind of familial emotion, right? So I'm looking forward to that mainly in this film.
And if you've also seen in the trailer, a lot of these trailers toy with the idea of how a lion always hits the forest, and then there's always like a wolf or somebody to capture the whole thing. They'll create a conspiracy. A lot of trailers have toyed with the whole idea of this whole wolf and like this tiger and lion, all of these imagery. But we don't know the actual significance of what it plays in this trailer. While that might be like like just a mundane. There might be a few layers into it, which is yet to be
We
seen.
have to wait
Yeah.
and see. Coming to like specific characters, like Selvaraghavan is where we start the trailer, and he looks super cool, de-aged, right? Like he has black hair and he's young and everything because he's like younger to the younger Dhanush
Yeah.
and younger Kalidas. I think he's talking, so he looks like really young. And then we also see an older version of Selvaraghavan. So I want to see how Dhanush looks at Selvaraghavan, right? Like, what is his view of like we've hardly seen few films of Selvaraghavan as an actor. So I'm excited to see how Dhanush has, looked at him, perceived him as an actor, and
Correct.
what kind of role he has gotten. What did you think about S.J. Surya's character?
I think S.J. Surya will play a very prominent role for sure. Now, obviously, the villain that's there, and he seems to be the owner here. He seems to be the powerful person who's probably gonna overthrow his whole family or bring his whole family a chaos. That he's like roaming around the forest, like what Selvaraghavan says, that he might be the ghost. And a lot of these films toy with the idea of how the protagonist is always the ghost, like how we saw in Vikram.
Yeah.
So he might come and kill all these people and reclaim the peace that was once lost.
But I think one grouse that I have with this trailer is that I did not understand even a bit of the plot. I know there's some kind of revenge, there's some kind of emotion, there's some kind of some deep emotions, but there's nothing, like we don't understand the plot at all. We see all of these characters, like introduction to these characters where Prakash Raj is there, there's Saravanan, all of these characters are there, but how do they play in the bigger picture? I mean, essentially that's what a trailer should do. It should not give away too much, but I also felt it's giving me nothing, because I read the plot somewhere that it's going to be about Dhanush losing his family and then taking revenge.
Right.
But if you see in the very first scene, it's Dushara who's like, pouring water on him, and then there's a bloodbath that's going, there's a stream of blood that's going. So who is dead and who is he fighting against? So I'm not able to understand that. Maybe the makers could have given a little more of insight into the story, like what is the story going to be. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited nonetheless,
But
because
that's also a good way to hide the plot and show you all
Pique your
these
curiosity.
images. Yeah, exactly. And that would also give you an overview of what you're going to expect through the film. Like we know that a couple of days before they've announced that Raayan has been censored A. So we know that this is like the prequel to what's there in the film. So audience can expect that much. If there's a lot of violence in this, we know the amount of violence that's there going to be in the film.
Yeah.
A lot of bloodshed, of course.
Like I liked a few things, like this was there in the posters also, where they've predominantly used the colors red and black.
Yeah.
It's there in this, like I think some of the flashback portions are shown fully in black and white.
Correct, yeah.
Like when Selvaraghavan starts saying, who's the most powerful, I mean, what is the most powerful animal in the forest? It's in black and white. And then when he's older and in present, I think he's going to be in color. So that will be interesting to watch. And similarly, I saw some portions where Dhanush is fighting and it's red behind him. That whole vibe of anger and somehow anger and a lot of, I don't know, immediacy, urgency somewhere.
Correct, huh.
And also blood, right? Blood is red. So all of these things, I want to see how Dhanush has played around with light and colors basically. So that's one thing I could observe from the the lighting and like the trailer. But what did you think about the music?
I think
The
in
score.
the music, like in the trailer, I feel it's really compelling. It's really powerful compared to what was already going on social media. Like I couldn't really relate to the music that was all released as singles, but when combined with visuals, I'm pretty sure that they might resonate well.
Yeah.
If it really lands well, then those tunes might be earworms for probably the next few years or whatever. Also, I feel like this trailer, like Sulal, it might be opening in a festival backdrop, or even the film might be going on in a festival backdrop. Maybe it unfolds in like a couple of days and couple of weeks where the festival is going, because we see images of people putting the fire,
Yeah.
and then there's like some sort of festival going on. There's a lot of again red and yellow, a lot of we play with a lot of colors and things like that.
Yeah, that is there. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is, where are the women? Again, getting back to that point. Because I mean, at least Varalakshmi, I could think that there's probably there's a mystery to her character, but we are already introduced to Aparna in the water packet song. So they could have just shown her as a passing image, because I remember when Jailer's trailer came, like there were too many characters, they couldn't show everybody individually,
Correct,
but there was a passing image of Myrna, things like that. So they could have done that, I feel, for this also, where they could just shown a passing image that, she's a part of.
Or like just somebody yelling "Ele."
Something like that, right? Yeah. So that, and I also felt that Kalidas and Sundeep are like only behind Dhanush, right? Probably that's their role in the film as well. We are yet to watch the film to know their role. But I felt like they are also not predominantly showed in the trailer. So I'm like looking forward to knowing what they will be doing in the film. If they'll have a more superior role than Dhanush, because I honestly, like, we've seen Dhanush fight in all of these films, Pudupete, Polladavan, we've seen Dhanush fight. I want to also see these, the guys under him, his brothers, his sister, step out for once and fight and overpower him, overtake him and fight. That is not something that I got from the trailer, but I hope the film will surprise me.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of Asuran vibe here.
A little,
lot
no?
of Asuran
Yeah.
vibe. And I also see some vulnerability to his side. Maybe we might also get to see just behind all of this anger and frustration, there's a deep wound that's scarring him for life.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
What if, this is an interesting, just a theory, just what if Kalidas and like Kishan and all of these people are just ghosts behind him and he's the one who's
Whoa. Okay, no.
running all
Oh,
of
like
this.
you mean his family is dead and they're just like ghosts.
Yeah.
That just turned into a horror very quickly. That escalated quickly. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can expect anything and everything from Dhanush. Because why I say this is because his first directorial is a sweet romantic comedy,
Oh my God,
heartwarming film. And then he just skips into all the gore and violence. He's gotten an A status for this film, so I'm just expecting it to be super gory and super violent. So I mean, yeah, why not? We just go with your theory. I mean, we just have to wait till like I think 26 to know what it's going to be all about. But yeah, on the whole, it's interesting. I'm really looking forward to this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning into this video. That's it for today's reaction. Please stay tuned to Cinema Express for more trailer reactions and more decoding and whatnot that we have in store for you. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.